A bright camera flash fills the screen. Carl and Ellie stand at the altar during their wedding ceremony. They are joyful and Ellie kisses Carl on the cheek. A large number of guests from the bride's side cheer and whistle excitedly, while the guests from the groom's side clap gloomily. Carl carries Ellie in his arms to an old run-down house with a sold sign and boarded-up windows. They enter the house and begin renovations. Ellie saws a piece of wood while Carl hammers nails into a door frame. Carl and Ellie carry 2 armchairs to a large open window and exchange satisfied looks. They decorate their mailbox with their names. Carl accidentally places his hand on a mailbox, leaving a palm print. Ellie follows suit, placing handprint next to his. The screen shows a child's drawing of a colorful house. The drawing is moved away, revealing the completed house, just like in a drawing. Ellie and Carl walked up on a small hill together. Carl struggles and falls behind Ellie. They both lie on a beige blanket, gazing at the sky and holding hands. One of the clouds to spot a turtle. Ellie excitedly tells Carl something, and he smiles. The entrance to his is shown. The building with the sign South America is visible, and to the right of it, Carl stands with selling colorful balloons. Ellie exits the building in a work uniform, carrying a parrot on her arm. Meanwhile, his small cart full of balloons starts floating away. He managed to catch it. Ellie laughs. Ellie and Carl sit in their armchairs reading books together while holding hands. They lie on the same hill, gazing at the clouds. Ellie spots a cloud shaped like an elephant with wings. And Carl points at a cloud that looks like a small child.
Ellie nods and sees many children among the clouds. Carl looks at the sky in surprise and smiles. They decorate a room for their future child. Ellie stands on the stepladder, painting a picture while Carl makes handling mobile with airships in different colors. They're in a hospital. Ellie sits on a chair, covering her face with her hands and crying. A doctor stands in front of her, and Carl, standing behind her, sadly holds her shoulders. Carl, looking sad, gazes out of the backyard window where Ellie sits with her fiery red hair down. She sits with her eyes closed. Carl approached her, and he hands her a handmade album titled My Adventure Book. They smile at each other. Ellie paints an image above the fireplace in their living room. It's their house standing alone on a tall blue cliff. A jar with a label reading Paradise Falls is placed on a stool. Carl drops the first coins into it. They exchange gestures in sign language. Over time, they continue filling the jar. Carl and Ellie driving in a red car chatting cheerfully. The scene shifts to a close-up of the car wheel and its gates punctured. At home, they use a hammer to break the saving jar to pay for a new tire. Carl lies in a hospital bed with his legs in a cast. The saving jar is broken again. A storm caused a large tree to fall on their house. The jar breaks once more.